What's up, guys, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Sinister Files. If you like what you see or hear, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all my newest content. The story I'm about to tell you is one of the most crazy encounters I had in my whole life. The year was 1975. I was still in high school and I just got a job working at a Holiday Inn in El Paso, Texas. This is one of the most easy and best jobs that I've had. It was actually just answering phones, checking guests in, and making sure things were running smoothly throughout our shifts. I'm a very laid-back guy, and I made a lot of friends, and I was easy to talk to. Except there was this one guy. He was about 15, if that. Very tall, skinny, and lanky, and always really kept to himself. The only time that I talked to him was when we'd be outside on breaks, and he'd usually ask me for a cigarette. I'd give him one because he looked homeless at the time. I don't know, I was just trying to be nice. We'd pass each other several times a day, just with a simple hi, hey, what's up, what are you doing? Stuff like that, never nothing really personal. Well, that went on for about a couple of months, until one day I didn't see him anymore. I asked the manager, hey, do you know what happened to so-and-so? He said no, but later on in the day he pulled me aside and asked me not to talk about it because I guess the company was trying to keep it on the down low. Me being young at the time was like, well, okay, whatever. Fast forward to 1985, I'm sitting on my couch flipping through the channels and go back to a news station where I think I see a familiar face. What I see next on the TV screen made my blood run cold. I sat there in shock because what I seen on the TV was that skinny and lanky boy. This time he wasn't a boy, he was a man. He was Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, and just been caught in California. I still think about it to this day, how he used to bum cigarettes off me. I still get kind of creeped out thinking about it. December 24th, 2002 will be a day I will always remember until the day I die. Now see, I just purchased my home in Modesto, California the month before, and I was always really trying to keep up with my property and always try to make it look nice. And what was the best part about the whole deal was the neighborhood. It was really nice and all the neighbors were friendly. You'd always have people out, kids playing, stuff like that. White picket fence kind of place. There was even also this expecting couple. They'd always be walking in the neighborhood together. Seemed like real good people. One morning I'm out on my front lawn cutting the grass and everything when the pregnant mother walks by. She's walking a dog this time. I waved at her and she waves back smiling. This would have been the last time I seen her alive. I woke up to my doorbell ringing the next morning. I looked out my window to see who it was, and the street was covered with news vans. I opened up the door and quickly got a microphone shoved in my face, asking how I felt about the disappearing neighbor. I said, I'm sorry, I just woke up, I have no idea what you're talking about. They showed me a picture. The picture of the pregnant lady, Laci Peterson. It wasn't until 2003 that Scott Peterson was charged with capital murder and booked in a Stanislaus jail. What was crazy is I seen him literally almost the day before walking together. They looked so happy. I still don't get it. The year was 1989. I was a trucker at the time and I was doing a long haul. I ended up on the outskirts of Florida, when all of a sudden in the fog I see somebody on the side of the road trying to hitchhike. I pull over and then I notice it's a female. I rolled down the window and said, hey, do you need help? And she said, how far are you willing to go? I said, well, I'm heading to Florida. You can hop in and I'll take you wherever you need to go. So this lady hops in my truck and we just start talking. She seems really, really friendly and really awesome. We're just talking about music and all this type of stuff, and she's really like a tough kind of chick, which I was really digging. The next subject we started talking about was life. She almost got teary-eyed and was talking about how rough her life was. I really felt bad for this woman. She seemed genuine and I think she was probably a little drunk. But anyways, I gave her a ride closest to where I was about to stop. She jumped off and said thanks and she wishes me nothing but the best, and I said to her as well. We parted ways. Fast forward to 1991 and I'm sitting at a diner eating my dinner when I look up on the TV and see the woman that was in my truck. Eileen Wuornos. She was in an orange jumpsuit being sentenced. She was sentenced to death by lethal injection in October of 2002. The crazy part that I think about every day is that she was riding with me in my trailer. She could have did anything. She could have killed me too, like those guys. It was around that time she committed all those murders. I don't agree with anything that she did, but when she was in the trailer with me, she was a real complete different person than what the news painted her. And I hope God has mercy on her soul.
We will handle that, the Fifth Circuit to handle that.
Okay, there will be an automatic appeal. You have the right to an appeal. Mr. Glazer, is that going to be handled by you
Now,
or the
your
public
wife and
defender?
kids get raped.
I would ask that you would
Right
appoint
in
the
the
public defender's
ass.
office.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office to handle the appeal. There's one other thing that I want to say that I think needs to be said.
I know I was raped. You ain't nothing but a bunch of scum.
Therefore, these proceedings are now
Putting
concluded.
somebody who was raped to death. Motherfucker.
So thank you for watching another episode of The Sinister Files. Remember to like and subscribe, and to stay up to date on all my newest content, go ahead and turn on the notifications. Thank you for watching.